Hey guys, what is going on? Captain here, and today I'm going to be talking about Lifeboat, which is one of the first servers I ever played on. And what I'm talking about is what happened to it and what's happening to it. It's had a steady decline for quite a while now, and I heard it was one of the biggest servers in 2017, but even back then in 2016 and 2015, I think it was still a big server. And I remember playing on it all the time with my friends. And this was when you couldn't change your skin and there was only Steve skins, so you really couldn't tell who your friend was or anything like that, even if you were lucky enough to find your friend. But the big thing about this is why is it declining? And the first thing is the lag. Personally, joining this, trying to make a video, maybe it's because I had my video software open and that contributed, but oh my god, the server was struggling to get me on, and I record on like faction servers all the time, so I don't see the big deal. But they could not get me on. There were several times I joined and I tried to fix my computer, and it wasn't my computer's fault. It was the server. I would try to join and it would say unable to connect multiple times over and over again. And the next thing, and yep, it's lagging right now. And the next thing I need to talk about is, the server is just dated. It's old. And you might be like, what do you mean by that? Well, a lot of the game modes and stuff on like certain maps are dated. There's so many old maps that have been there for such a long time. And when they had Hunger Games open, all those maps were old. They were so old. I remember watching them in like 2013. Beijing Canadian had the same maps because they stole the Java maps for some of their maps. And they were just old and dated and nothing was new. And there's no fresh air or anything in the server. It's just all old, and the server, they were just keeping it like that because it was doing good in the past. And they don't yeah, so they removed like I said, they removed uh Hunger Games, which was one of the biggest attractions. I remember this being the first server I ever played Hunger Games on. The first place I ever played Hunger Games to my remembrance. And I remember just playing Hunger Games all day on Lifeboat. I remember Lifeboat being just like such a big thing to me when I was like in the past. It was just such a big deal to me. Like, it was such a big server. It was the only server I probably played on at the time. That and Kingdom's Craft, which was a faction server. And the next thing I want to talk about is how they don't actually care about the players, like the staff, the really high-ranking staff members, like not admins and stuff. Multiple moderators and stuff have resigned from the server because they say the staff don't care about them, and if they make suggestions, it's brushed off. And the bad thing about that is they don't care. They're just focused on, the server's working now. It's getting a good amount of players. Its average is about 5,000, which isn't good for how long it's been out. And, this is a bad thing for your server owner not to give a crap about you in any shape or form. And, the server's just been declining, probably because of that. I heard there was also an invasion of hackers a while back. And I'm sure if the staff members keep resigning and you can get past the anti-cheat, if there is one, I assume there is, then just imagine all the things you can do if you can get past the anti-cheat. And oh my god, do you see this lag? Look at this. What is this? This server is supposed to be one of the best servers on Minecraft Pocket Edition, and the lag is just this bad. Um, so, okay, I finally made it up. I didn't even know the bed was up here, honestly. Hold up. I noticed, like, I can, like, place on it. Yeah, that is not, I don't think that's a Bed Wars function. I don't think it's supposed to do that. Or at least on other Bed Wars, game modes on other servers, it doesn't do that. And oh my god, this lag is so bad. Anyways, the server is, pay to play, basically. You have to pay money to play. And I know you guys have heard pay to win, and that's how I came up with that description I wrote down. It's pay to play. You have to pay to play on certain game modes. And in the past, apparently, this is what I've heard, is that they would kick you if you didn't have like VIP or something after you played like an hour. So it's always been extremely pay to play the server. And I even tried to play prisons, and it was like not working for me. They wanted me to buy a rank, and it was fairly disappointing. And I'm pretty sure the ranks are pretty expensive from what I've seen, which is quite bad. And to top it all off, the owners of the servers got leaked for being anti. They were anti LGBTQ community, and like they were homophobic, which if you're running a brand is not something you want for your community, to be against someone. But the server is a private entity, a private company basically. They're running it, so you can't do anything about it. And I learned from this from another YouTuber that made a video on this, which I really wasn't going to talk about it because I really don't like talking about sensitive topics in my videos, because I feel like I'm definitely not the person to talk about something. I like making jokes. Like I like to talk about funny things. I don't want to talk about sad stuff. But I don't think, this server is just, it doesn't have anything going for it anymore. It's just sad. It's just old and sad and dated, and it hasn't, like, the maps have changed, but I don't really know how many plugins have changed, and the server's just laggy, and it's just so bad, and I can understand why it's declining, and maybe it needs to die. And I know it's a featured server, and yeah, that's cool and all, but I don't really know how I feel about it. I have kind of conflicted views, and I really am conflicted on it, just because I used to have so many good memories of it, but obviously, like you're saying, it's extremely laggy. It's not very good either. I mean, God, look at this. What is he doing? This is just some of the gameplay I kind of want you to see. I didn't want to, like, not play it and then tell you it's laggy so you don't understand, but the server is bad. Oh, my bed has my bed been destroyed? No, okay, it hasn't yet. But it's just not a good server anymore. Maybe in the past it was actually good. I remember playing it, and at the time it was one of the best servers. I mean, maybe that's just because when I was little that just rubbed off on me as, wow, this server is amazing. And the owners of the server have always just cared about money. And if you're a big corporation, which I've heard they are, it's so easy to make money from a Minecraft server. All you have to do is require people to get ranks for certain things and just shove it down their throat, and really eventually people will start forking up money, especially because it's become more common to pay money for a video game. When I used to play, I always thought, I'm not paying money on a Minecraft server. And then as I got older, you start to realize more people just spend all their money on video games, and that's what people start to do, is they realize, hey, I'm going to start buying a rank, because it's no different if you think about it from buying a video game. It's just an in-game purchase, but everything's so pay to win and so laggy, and even though I've been in this chunk right here, it just takes forever to load. It's very sad, and I know I'm just rambling on a little bit here, but the server is just, it's depressing, I guess. And that's really it. I wouldn't be surprised if this server died within the next 2 years, because it's just gone downhill so much. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's something different. I'm trying to make different videos about different things. I actually was genuinely interested in making a video about this, and then I saw someone else make a video on it, and I was a little bit discouraged because I didn't want to be called out for copying someone else's idea. And most of the people that watch my videos aren't subscribed, like 10% are, or something like that. So if you're new, please consider subscribing. It would mean a lot to me. I just hit 100, and maybe I can hit I don't know, something before my birthday, which is in like the next 4 months. I'd like to get pretty far so I can look back and think, wow, I actually did a good job on this channel. And that's really all I have to say, guys. So yeah, peace.